What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Try to like and sub, and let's get into this. I talked about this very briefly at the end of a video a couple days ago, but it really is important, and it deserves its own video, its own segment. And shout out to Gothix, who I don't personally know, but I've seen her over the years, and I've seen her on Friday Night Tights and other shows. Very nice person. She was always very open about the fact that she was once, as she herself would have said, a crazed leftist, completely captured by politics and ideology. And eventually, and she's talked about what woke her up. And she's essentially now on the side of freedom, for lack of a better term, and actual art, and not restraining that art with basically just veiled racisms in the guise of something larger. And, we can point out the hypocrisy of Black Girl Gamers, the company, the consulting company, and all of their racist practices, or supporting the people that do that. But really, that just gets dismissed as, oh, look at the white people upset. Look at the poor white man complaining about video games. Well, here we have Gothix herself, who was a member of Black Girl Gamers, exposing them, 100% confirming everything we've been saying. They don't actually care about DEI. They care about no white people. That's their actual goals. So here, of course, is a picture of Gothix back in the day with the founder of Black Girl Gamers here. Gothix and Jan Lopez of Black Girl Gamers, yes, before Gothix left and was then attacked by them, as we're going to find out. But as the pressure has increased on many of these DEI consulting companies in the gaming industry, Black Girl Gamers has now replaced Sweet Baby Inc. as public enemy number one, at least as far as they're the current loud ones threatening to sue people. After Black Girl Gamers announced on Twitter they were seeking legal counsel against that Park Place for speaking out about their allegedly discriminatory DEI hiring practice, YouTuber and culture war commentator Gothix stepped forward to share her own past experiences as a member of Black Girl Gamers. And I should also note that Black Girl Gamers also threatened to sue me and you. If you were a YouTuber covering this, you also got threatened to be sued by them as well. As a former Black Girl Gamer, this is Gothix. As a former Black Girl Gamers member, I can confidently say that these people are full of crap, Gothix began. They do not care about diversity. They promptly kicked me out for being anti-Black, aka not making an idol out of my skin color and refusing to hate white people. And it's that second part that they seem to mostly get upset about. This is a very ironic statement because, as we all know, DEI is supposed to stand for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Right. And as the more we look into that, the more I think it's been proven time and time again that all just means don't put white people in it. I was harassed for months after the fact and received an onslaught of vitriol from many of their Black members, Gothix tweeted. You know how Black Girl Gamers responded? They blocked me and literally scrubbed my existence off of their platforms, Gothix went on. By the way, most of the vitriol I have received from many of their members made it into the final cut of Gothix documentary, which she has linked here. So if they want to talk about receipts, boo-boo, I have them. So she, unlike all the time when we hear about all the abuse that like a certain Star Wars, someone or other, that they have no receipts, or it's like two people calling them a diversity hire, not really vitriol. This, she has the actual hate captured. Despite her obvious disdain for this DEI-obsessed company, Gothix ended her thoughts as graciously as anyone could be expected. Let me be clear. I have no ill will towards these people, Black Girl Gamers, and I am always praying that J-Ann and her crew will eventually have their wake-up moment just like I did. Maybe this is it, Gothix concluded, and that would be interesting if it was. When asked about her reason for joining Black Girl Gamers in the first place, Gothix replied, "To be fair, when I started streaming on Twitch, I briefly fell for the lie that it will be harder to be as successful as a Black woman, so I was invited to join Black Girl Gamers and the Cookout." I don't know if the latter still exists. But after a few months, I started to realize there was something not right. This is the goal of the DEI agenda, to convince people from minority backgrounds that they've been victimized by their system, white supremacy or patriarchy, and that in order for there to be equality, the oppressor must be oppressed. And welcome to neo-Marxism, where there's no such thing as good or evil. There's only power dynamics, and you can't be racist to people who have more power than you. It's all right there. That's what they believe. Yeah. Since speaking out about DEI and Black girl gamers, Gothix has now been targeted by many of these woke activists on Twitter. It was only a matter of time before the keyboard warriors returned with their tolerant and inclusive pitchforks. Gothix tweeted out, "Your fake hypocritical outrage doesn't scare me, but while you're here, repent and believe in the gospel." Yeah, that's nice. Here we have a tweet. Gaming's Candace Owens jumping into the BGG convo wasn't something I expected on my bingo card, but also definitely not surprising. Is Gothix the gaming Candace Owens? I don't. She certainly liked a lot more than Candace Owens. Khalif Adams, who is the founder of the Spawn on Me podcast and who also seems to spend a great deal of time defending DEI initiatives, chose to refer to Gothix as gaming's Candace Owens, a not so clever attempt at taking a shot at both her ethnicity as well as her political beliefs. If there is one, and at least with Candace Owens, yeah, sorry, she doesn't want to be a fucking victim. She doesn't want you powerful whiteys making her think that she's just a poor Black woman with no agency and no power. Yeah, but you don't like that, right? You like when you have your leash over them and can control them and point the finger at who you think is actually to blame. Nothing they hate than a strong, self-actualized Black man or woman that doesn't believe in victim mentality. Really is nothing they hate more. Well, aside from a whitey like me, but the biggest enemy to them is, of course, someone who's just not falling for their shit. There has been no official response from Black girl gamers regarding the statements that Gothix shared on Twitter. There has also been no update regarding their half-hearted legal threats towards anyone covering their allegedly racist DEI hiring practices. At Fandom Pulse, we will not stop covering this story, nor will we be afraid to continue speaking the truth. And here at the Badger Legion, we will not be cowed or shunned or shied away from covering these stories. And I know John F. Trent over there at that Park Place, he will not be shied away. You can't stop us. Good luck. And by the way, this was sort of brought up by Legal Mindset. I welcome you to sue us. I welcome you to sue us all. And so that way, when it gets to the part in a trial called discovery, which means you have to prove all the things you're asserting, and we get to prove our defense. And part of that means we get to look through your shit. We need to get to look through your emails and all the lovely little hiring practices of which if you actually try to find their hiring practices, as Grums, I think, tried to do, it's all password locked. You have to go to them first to get access to their hiring practices that they claim aren't illegal. And then on top of that, let's just see the organized emails of them hating on Gothix and organizing their actual harassment campaigns. It would not bode well if they did sue us and it went through. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub if you've done that. If you're going to do that, thank you. If you've done it, make sure to comment also. Shout out to Gothix. Thank you for speaking up. I know you didn't have to do this, but thank you for helping shine a light on, I don't want to call them demons, but certainly possessed to the point where you might confuse them as demons. And, well,
bye.